the worldwide leader in boxing news. Also, Abrams Boxing PR Media and Broadcasting, the industry standard for boxing media relations and play-by-play broadcasting. Also, check out www.abramsboxing.com, Abrams Boxing on YouTube, as well as M. Abrams Boxing on Twitter and Mark Abrams Boxing on Instagram. Good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. Mark Abrams here. Let's go down to Fort Worth, Texas, where I have undefeated featherweight Edward Vazquez, who on February 5th takes on Raymond Ford in a big clash of young undefeated featherweight fighters. We fight live on DAZN, live from Phoenix, Arizona. Edward, how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you having me on here, giving me the opportunity to talk my smack a little bit.
My pleasure, my pleasure. So we'll get into the smack talking a little bit. We first got introduced to you. You were 9-0. You had one knockout, couple knockouts since. Talk about the last couple fights. You seem to maybe have found a little bit of power to go along with your undefeated record.
Yeah, man. This is a pretty big fight, but I feel like I'm just now starting to settle into my style, and every fight we're improving. We're fighting our sweet shots, and we're working on breaking guys down, man. Instead of outboxing them, we're working on breaking them down and bringing a little bit more dog to the fight.
To talk about this, like I said, is that been a focus to try to get some guys out of there, or are they just happening?
No, absolutely, man. It's definitely been a focus to get guys out of there, and that's what we're working on with Ray Ford. I want to get his ass out of there. It's scheduled for 10. I don't think it's going to go 10. I don't think he has as much dog as I have in me, and I'm going to show you February 5th.
So talk about Raymond Ford. He was a amateur champion, and he's got an undefeated record as a pro. He seems to be on the upswing, just like you. And tell me about him. What does he bring to the table?
Yeah, man. No, I respect his skill. He has a lot of skill. He has a lot of natural ability, and I think really that's all he has is natural ability. He doesn't really have the IQ. He's not really sure what he's good at. Not really sure on how to make adjustments. And I think, like I said earlier, I think I have more dog than he has. And like I said, he's a good athlete. But I'm gonna show you what a real dog has, what a real dog brings to the table.
Is that the beginning of the smack talk, saying that he wrote his on the IQ to make the changes?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, he's a hell of an athlete, man. He's fast, he's quick, and he's had some good wins. But everybody that he goes up against is kind of already in there to lose. They already know what the outcome's going to be, and they don't really make any adjustments. And he doesn't have to make any adjustments because they're standing right in front of him. So he's going to see something totally different this time. It's not going to be someone that's coming to lose and stand in front of him. I'm gonna bring this fight to him, man.
How much of an advantage of it? I know you've had a couple fights on some TV here and there. You're on the Tyson undercard with Roy Jones Jr. All of his fights have been shown. Is that a kind of maybe work in your favor a little bit? That you pretty much have probably seen every one of his fights.
Honestly, that kind of stuff really doesn't mean the TV time or any of that stuff. It's just, to me, I just focus solely on Raymond Ford. I study his film, and like I said, none of that stuff matters to me, man.
Gotcha. So obviously this fight being on DAZN, you've already won a WBC USMBC title. This seems to be a fight that's going to probably catapult you into the rankings with the win. Have you thought about that and kind of how this is going to take you maybe to the next level in your career?
Absolutely, man. I've been thinking about this, for years now. I've been fighting 19 years now, and I've always seen myself in this position, and I've always visualized this. And so to me, it seems like, it's not a surprise, and when I win and I beat this guy and it catapults me up in the rankings, it's almost like manifestation. I brought this into reality.
This fight, like I said, it gets you into the rankings and in the featherweight division. Do you look around the featherweight division? Is it too soon to see what's going on at the top, or are you just focused on what's in front of you and maybe what's around you a little bit?
At this point right now, I just focus on Raymond Ford. But yeah, man, I'm a big, huge boxing fan. I try to catch all the fights, all the featherweights. Every time, my coach will say, "Hey, watch this guy. This guy's fighting tonight." I tune in and I study, man. I don't just watch boxing. Every time I watch these guys, I'm studying their flaws and the things.
We missed some of that. Obviously, you're in the car. You kind of broke up a little bit.
Sorry. Bad connection here in this area. But I was just saying, I'm a big boxing fan, man. So yeah, I watch all those guys.
I'm going to the fight this week at Atlantic City. Gary Russell, Mark Magsayo, featherweight title fight. What are your thoughts?
Man, we'll see, man. Gary Russell's been inactive. He's not very active for the past couple of years, actually. I like Magsayo, but Gary Russell's fast. He's skilled. So we'll see, man. It all comes down to preparation, I think, at that level.
Well, what's the Edward Vazquez prediction for this fight?
I'm gonna go with
on the spot here.
Man, I'm gonna go with Magsayo. Just I like the underdog, and like I said, I think inactivity at this level, inactivity kills the cat. And I think Gary Russell's gonna see that. He probably should have been more active.
Where are you heading to? You're screwing this interview up by being in bad cell areas. Where are you heading to?
I'm headed to Dallas, man. I'm going to spar at Earl Smith's gym. About to spar one of the hottest 135 pounders in the world right now. I don't want to say any names, but we're about to get 10, 12 rounds of good work here, man.
Interesting. There's a lot of good fighters down in Dallas. I mean, you feel that you get good work down there.
Oh, absolutely, man. Not only here in Dallas, we just went down to Houston and got some good work down there with some of the top guys. And anywhere we can get the work, anybody we can bring in. I'm leaving no stone unturned. And we're trying to get all the looks we can, and so we can come in and nothing will come at us by surprise. We'll have seen everything.
I know you're not mentioning sparring names, but Ford's a southpaw, isn't he?
Yeah, we're sparring southpaws, man.
You just mentioned a name. I know he's a little bit big, but have you been in the ring with that big southpaw that you said his name?
Oh yeah,
Spence?
I've been in the ring with no, not with Spence. I'm not Spence. I'm at Spence's gym, but not here with Spence. But we're 40 pounders, 100 also 100 pounders. I'm just trying to get a bunch of different looks, man. I guess Ray Ford is kind of he's got that athletic style, and so we're just trying to we can that kind of resemble that way. Like I said, so nothing will come at us by surprise.
Well, Farrell's there. Tell me you need a couple more rounds and some different southpaw looks.
Right? Man, I would love to, but shit.
Well, it's allegedly supposedly getting ready. Maybe you can break some news for us. Find out if he's fighting Ugas soon. Maybe he can break some news for us.
Damn, yeah, you're right.
So, again, like this fight's gonna be on a big card in DAZN. Carlos Cuadras and Rungvisai, I believe, is the main event that night. They obviously you read where the main event was Smith that got pushed back. Were you worried at all that this fight wouldn't happen this soon?
Man, I was. That seems to be my luck. In 2020, I had like 4 or 5 fights canceled or pushed back due to COVID, and I feel like it was happening again. And I was kind of worried just for about a few days, but my management, made sure that they kept me up to date on every single day on what was going on, what negotiations were happening, and luckily they were able to still bring it on February 5th, man. I'm glad that was able to happen because it's going to peak right at the right time.
You feel this is a fight on DAZN, which is Matchroom, which is Ford's promotional company. You think they may be sleeping on you a little bit?
I hope they are, man. I hope they're sleeping on me. I'm going to wake them up, that's for sure. And if I don't wake DAZN up, I'm going to wake Ray Ford's ass up, that's for sure.
Well, that could be a headline for this video. I'm going to wake Ray Ford's ass up on this one. We'll just come back before a question I asked you about getting ranked and everything like that. I mean, do you see yourself maybe 2, 3 fights away, fighting for a world title, possibly?
Man, I would love to, man. Like I said, I've been doing this 19 years. I'm gonna leave that up to my management. DKO Boxing. They have a game plan and a strategy for me. And I think you know, if they want to put me in there in 2 or 3 fights from now for a world title, then let's run it, man. I've been in this game for so long. I feel like I've seen everything. But there's levels to this game, and I feel like my management does a good job of slowly progressing me, up the ranks and increasing the opposition, little by little. And so whatever they have planned for me, I fully trust them, and that's what we're gonna go with, man.
I saw a tweet the other day. Now I haven't heard you until today really talk about this fight. Saw a tweet the other day from Ford. Maybe you saw it. He said that you've been talking smack the whole time. I mean, do you know where he got that from?
Man, it's not smack, it's he probably looks at it as smack. This is just confidence, man. And I've been wanting this fight for a long time, and finally we made it happen. And it's not smack, man. Like I said, it's confidence and it's manifestation, man.
As you said before, managed Edward Vazquez, managed by DKO Management and promoted by KO Night Boxing. Good, like you said, good team around you. You got veteran boxing guys, and they got you in this spot. And I know you've already really been working with DKO for about a year or so. Where would you be, without that whole team behind you? Do you feel now?
Sorry, you cut out for a second. What was that?
Where do you think you would be if you didn't latch on to the management and the promotional group? Do you think this fight would be here?
No, I probably still my way up to this opportunity, but it's tough to call. Like I said, I've been in the game for 19 years now, so who knows, man? Maybe I could have worked my way up, but not as smooth as it has been with DKO. But who knows where I would be, man. I'm just grateful for them having the confidence in me and taking a shot with me, man. And I'm here to show them that it's not the investment is not going to be wasted.
Looks like you're not moving, so you must be in front of the gym.
Yeah. I'm just hanging out though, man. We're scheduled to go into the gym in about 20 minutes. I made sure we had enough time to do this interview.
You upset that the Cowboys lost on Sunday?
Man, I'm upset, but I'm not surprised, man. Damn, it's since I've been alive, we haven't won one damn playoff game. But it is heartbreaking, man. And I thought this year was going to be the year, just like I've thought 25, 26 years. But it is. We'll be back.
Did they get screwed on that final play? I know what you're going to say, but I have to ask you anyway. They get screwed not being able to do the last play?
Yes and no. I think they screwed themselves by doing a QB sneak, man. What kind of calling is that? At least if you're going to do a QB sneak, you should just run it maybe 10 yards and then spike the ball, not fucking 20-yard run, and then all your fat-ass linemen have to catch up to you.
They're spoken like a true cow. I'm an Eagles fan, so I feel your pain. But the saying here in Philadelphia is your two favorite teams are the Philadelphia Eagles and whoever's playing the Cowboys. So it wasn't it wasn't such a horrible day, and to see the owner and his punk ass kids crying in the booth is good enough for me. So what do you want? Let's get back to boxing for a second. What do you want to say to the fans in closing before we see you on February 5th live on DAZN? Edward Vazquez taking on Raymond Ford, a battle of undefeated featherweights.
Man, I just want to say, I appreciate all the support, leading up to this opportunity. If it wasn't for you guys, rooting me on and being there for me, I probably wouldn't be at this stage of my career this early on. And I also want to say, tune in, don't miss it to DAZN, man. February 5th, I'm gonna kick the door in on the featherweight division and shock the world and I'm gonna put Raymond Ford on his ass, man, and take that O from him and take that strap from him. It's time to bring it back home to Texas where it belongs.
So for the next couple of weeks, if we want to read or hear any more of your smack talking, where do we find it on the instant on the social media?
Yeah, you can find me. I'm mainly active on Instagram. It's Eddie Vazquez TX. You can also find me on Facebook. Just type in Edward Vazquez. You can also find me on Twitter at Eddie Vazquez TX. Also, just like my Instagram. I try to
EDDI.
Yeah, EDDIE Vasquez, VAZQUEZ And you know, I try to interact with all my fans, try to get back to all the messages, and yeah, man, give me a follow. I'll give you a follow back, and you know, stay up to the career, man.
There you have it. Thank you, Edward Vasquez, for a few minutes of your time right before you go sparring. Saturday night, February 5th, live on DAZN from Phoenix, Arizona. We wish you best of luck, and we'll talk to you along the way.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, Mark.